In this video we will learn about fox. With their bushy tails and gorgeous coat colors, foxes are fascinating animals. Found all around the world, these intelligent animals are more cute than intimidating. You are also far more likely to run into a fox than an animal such as a wolf. This is because foxes often thrive in cities and other rural areas. The word fox comes from Old English, which derived from Proto-Germanic fossas. This in turn derives from Proto-Indo-European puk meaning thick-haired tail. Male foxes are known as dogs, pods or reynards, females as vixens, and young as cubs, pups or kits, though the last name is not to be confused with a distinct species called kit foxes. Did you know that foxes are actually related to dogs? While many people believe that they are more related to cats, foxes are actually members of the Canidae family. This family includes dogs, wolves, and jackals. However, foxes do have a similar hunting style to cats. Like cats, they will pounce on their prey to capture it. Foxes are generally smaller than some other members of the family Canidae such as wolves and jackals, while they may be larger than some within the family, such as raccoon dogs. In the largest species, the red fox, males weigh on average between 4.1 and 8.7 kilograms, while the smallest species, the fennec fox, weighs just 0.7 to 1.6 kilograms. Fox species differ in fur color, length, and density. Coat colors range from pearly white to black and white to black flecked, with white or grey on the underside. Fennec foxes and other species of fox adapted to life in the desert, such as kit foxes, for example, have large ears and short fur to aid in keeping the body cool. Arctic foxes, on the other hand, have tiny ears and short limbs as well as thick, insulating fur, which aid in keeping the body warm. Red foxes, by contrast, have a typical auburn pelt, the tail normally ending with a white marking. A fox's dentition, like all other canids, is 42. Bat-eared foxes have 6 extra molars, totaling in 48 teeth. Foxes have pronounced carnassial pairs, which is characteristic of a carnivore. These pairs consist of the upper premolar and the lower first molar and work together to shear tough material like flesh. Foxes' canines are pronounced, also characteristic of a carnivore, and are excellent in gripping prey. While they might seem big from a distance, foxes are really only medium-sized. They can weigh anywhere between 2 to 24 pounds and have sharp features, slender bodies, and bushy tails. In fact, a fox's tail makes up a third of its entire body's length. As skilled hunters, foxes are classified as omnivores. They eat a wide variety of foods that include both live animals such as rabbits and birds, as well as berries and fruits. According to veterinary parasitological, the lifespan of Arctic foxes is 4 years in the wild and up to 14 years in captivity. Red foxes can live to be 2 to 6 years old in the wild and 10 to 14 years old in captivity. Fennec foxes may live up to 10 years in the wild and 14 years in captivity. As they are related to other mammals in the Canidae family, the fox will go through a similar life cycle. Let's find out more about how a fox goes about becoming an adult. Foxes become pregnant during the winter months, and their gestation duration ranges between 40 and 60 days, depending on the species. When a female fox becomes pregnant, she prepares her birthing burrow, where she will give birth to her cubs. Canids are unique among mammals in that they have a single adulatory phase. However, according to canine life history, fennec foxes, crab-eating foxes, and bat-eared foxes have been observed to sometimes have a second cycle per year in the wild or captivity. Once the mother's gestation period is over, she will give birth to her kids. Fox babies have a few different names which include kits, pups, and even cubs. A typical kit litter size will range from 3 to 5 kits per litter. When the kits are first born, they are blind, deaf, and dark grey in color. Made shortly after birth. Occurs at a high rate when kids are hungry and when their body temperatures are low. Whining stimulates the mother to care for her young. It also has been known to stimulate the male fox into caring for his mate and kids. Made about 19 days later. The kid's whining turns into infantile barks, yelps, which occur heavily during play. The cubs begin to venture outside of their den after around 4 weeks. Even so, they won't venture far, preferring to stay close to the protection of the den and their mother. Their instincts will begin to kick in during this time. They will start to forage and hunt, preying on insects and worms. At the age of about 1 month, the kids can emit an explosive call which is intended to be threatening to intruders or other cubs, a high-pitched howl. In adults, the explosive call becomes an open-mouthed combative call during any conflict. After about 12 weeks, the foxes begin foraging entirely for themselves. This is also the age at which they are the most vulnerable to death. Foxes that survive past 12 weeks of age will more likely make it to a year. At this point in their life, they still won't venture too far away from their den. At a year old, a fox is finally considered an adult. It is at this point in their lives that they may leave their mother's den and begin their own lives. Once winter approaches, the fox is ready to procreate. Thus, the cycle of the fox continues again. Since foxes are pretty small, they are often preyed upon by much larger animals. Foxes must watch out for mountain lions, wolves, coyotes, and even owls. Humans are also a major predator as foxes are often hunted for their fur and their natural habitats become destroyed. Many foxes are susceptible to parasitic infections, one in particular called mange. The mites from mange can cause hair loss and itching. Without fur, they have nothing to keep them warm during the cold winter months. With humans taking up so much natural land, foxes have begun to dwell in many urban areas. This leaves them susceptible to unnecessary deaths, such as being hit by a car. If you like the video, then like it, share it and subscribe to the channel to watch such informative videos. Thanks for watching the video.